She just finished a music video with Chris Brown. She's danced with Mariah Carey and Gwen Stefani, and she's talking to us today, very young yet very talented, Nicole Laeno. Hello and welcome to So Jannelle.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're so young yet you're so accomplished in the dance world. You are much esteemed, so followed, 300,000 followers on Instagram, and she just started 2 years ago. Tell me about your journey, this exciting journey in dance.
Okay, so I started dancing when I was 7 years old, and my mom put me in classes, and I actually did not like them. I actually cried every class, but then my mom was like, "Oh, I paid for the month already, just finish up the classes." So that's what I did, and towards the end of the month, something just sparked, something just clicked, and I fell in love with it. And at the age of 9, that's when we wanted to take it more seriously. So that's when I started going to LA. I got signed with an agency, and then I've just been doing dancing, auditions, and jobs.
Let's backtrack a little bit. When you were 7 and you started that dance class, what did you not like? Why were you crying every day?
I was a really shy person back then. I mean, I'm still kind of shy, but
it doesn't show.
Just not as much. But I just wasn't comfortable with doing it. But now that I am more comfortable, I feel like dancing just gets me out of my comfort zone.
When you take dance classes, it's different disciplines. There's ballet, there's jazz. So what would you say is your kind of forte?
My favorite dance style is probably jazz, funk, or hip hop. Yeah, you can really go hard, and that's I love performing, so that's why.
When you started, you mentioned that spark, and you started liking it. There's a difference between liking it as a passion, liking it as a hobby, and now you're making a living out of it in a way, and you're doing so well at it. At what point did it become a spark that you like it to a spark that it's now my passion?
When I liked it when I was 7, I feel like that was kind of like a spark as a hobby. But then probably at the age of 9 when I started to go to LA, I found the real passion.
Why is that? What do you like about it?
What I like about dancing is probably the feeling it gives you. It makes you feel you can be whoever you want. You can act a character whoever you want to. And then since I'm shy, it just helps me express myself better.
You're a child though, and most people your age play.
Yeah.
So would you say that dance is play, or do you make time for play?
I feel like dance, you make time for play, because it definitely takes hard work or dedication and a lot of time put into it. So I would say it's time, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Are there ever times when you think, dancing again, and you don't want to do it?
Sometimes when I get really busy, it kind of gets a little stressed out, but for most of the time, I always love it, and that's all I want to do.
You're also still in school, so what kind of compromises are you making in order to pursue dance and also maintain some kind of standing in school?
Yeah, so I go to public school, and school's really important to me. I really like going and getting my grades up, and I think it's a nice balance between what I do, and I can get to see my friends every day. But I do miss a lot, which is kind of hard, but I always talk to my teachers and get all my work before I do miss.
Yes. And also you have to work double.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What's that like, going to a public school and being known and being popular? Do you get stopped? Do you have people come to you and wanting to be friends, and how do you know which ones are your real friends? It can be tricky.
Yeah. Sometimes at school, a lot of people say "Oh, are you Nicole Laeno?" I say "Yeah, nice to meet you." And then they sometimes ask for my autograph even. But I would say, for my real friends, I've always had the same friends since kindergarten, so I just know they're my real friends. And I try to stay away if I kind of know if they're fake or if they cause a lot of drama. I just like to stay away.
Fake and causing a lot of drama. That's what you can do to be unfriended by Nicole. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that. And because your story is so inspiring, I want us to be able to give this inspiration to others out there, also to the parents, how to raise somebody like her, successful, yet very grounded and very sweet. We'll have more with Nicole Laeno when we return on the show. Don't go away.